step side. One side. One side. You see what I do? I stand on toe and bend here. You see? 1, 2. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Yeah. Hello.
Hey, isn't
Glad
it?
you came here. It could happen somehow you don't bring this side. You step too close with this leg. So simply come back. So immediately leaning. Trick is this leg. It's also to leaning and throw our leg and then shoulder. Okay, up to place leg. Don't try to this side. Because I want my leg and I work against the whole body. So leaning, leg, now I support and then to me and then down. Important I must get partner head to me. If I don't do this, I hurt my shoulder. So if I am here, to me first, and then, okay? So work on it, okay? Down and like here. Elbow is in direction. Okay, so when he is side, I move, pivot, rest him here, and do this side. Be careful, okay? Gatame. Practice it, yeah? And make it strong, never have. So, use him like your support. Remember when we, and is this, if I use this hand, I do this. I don't, if I stand here, I push it. If it's strong, never have. So this is why I move. Use him like support. This is, I think, important to do. Okay? Yeah, this motion here. Now when I do this side, if I'm inside, I can try to hit me. It's for me difficult up to do this side and turn here. I end up on his fist, on back. So immediately hit it down and in here. You see, down. So he's hitting you, I'm hitting him down. And step here and bend. Okay? So try it, yeah? Yeah. Work on it. Continue. Throw people. You can throw people very easy this side. This. And then continue. Okay? If his hand back has no power. Yeah? You can try this. This side. You know, for shoulder, you know, yeah, it's very difficult to do. Because on shoulder you must be really resisting. If I twist people here, you can't use your shoulder. But if it is straight, I do this side, I pick up leg, it runs back. Because this imbalance. So, and this sometimes it's difficult to do this side. You see? Yeah. If you do this side, you know, but if you only lean here, you get it. But if you are here, you are mostly straight. You can reach it. I'm out. Unless you with him here, that is sometimes difficult.
Sure.
So this is, you know, the technique, you know, the step here and push. Yeah? You can do tosh with this too, or whatever.
Guard's fine, I'll work from here.
Yeah, he has to come all the way out.
Well, let me work from half guard.
Yeah, my half guard makes more sense, you know. So we're playing in here, you know.
So, half guard, you already have the person trapped here. You gotta maintain this leg control. Otherwise, if you let it go, you don't have half guard anymore. Other things you have to be concerned with is keeping your good angle here. You want to be on your side. You don't want to be flat on your back because you're going to get squashed out. So you need to work to get on your side. And using this leg to help build that posture is really strong. So that means you have to unlock your half guard for a moment, and then go ahead and re-secure it. And then the other thing, this is a really strong control for your partner. They'll use this tool to try and flatten you out. So you want to try and block it before they get to you. So there's kind of like this battle hand fight going on here. So, you know, you just can either grab their bicep. If they're really stout, you might have to use 2 arms to block them. But I want to make sure that this doesn't get involved and start flattening me out. So I've got the leg, I'm on my side, and I'm blocking this arm. Now to get to their back, I've got to develop an underhook. I got to get under this arm here. So if you try to reach in like this with your hand in the cookie jar, that's tough to do. So instead, try to use your elbow. Curl your arm up and lead with your elbow into the armpit. Also, if you're, you know, body relation is important. If you're a taller guy, your arms are, you're going to be way up here, so it's going to be tough to dig underneath. Whereas if you're shorter, the person's going to be covering over you, so it's easy to kind of duck underneath. So sometimes that's a factor. But regardless of whichever one, I'm trying to dig underneath here. It also helps to pull your partner up over you. See, and you can use your legs and your core to make that happen. So if I start curling up, I start putting Brad over me so I can start digging this arm underneath. And once I get this elbow underneath, I want to clear it all the way over. And I think of just raising my hand to get that arm up over my head, and I start curling up to get underneath. Now, once I get here, I have to maintain this position. If I don't hang on tight, my partner may reestablish the hook or get back on top of me, and I just kind of lost all the work I got done. So once I get here, I want to hang on to keep this position. All right. Once I kind of settle down, the back is open. I just want to be in a good position to get it. So first thing I'm going to do is unlock and improve my angle, get off to the side here. Now, once I get my good angle and my partner's not laying on top of me, I'm ready to climb onto the back. So I've got my arm that I can reach over to use. I've got my leg that I can reach over, I can use. And this leg down here, this is the one that people always forget about. This is the one you want to help push with. So I'm going to curl my leg up and dig my toes into the ground. Otherwise, if it's just straight, it's kind of an anchor against you. So I'm going to curl it up and push my toes into the ground. Now, to get up onto the back, a lot of times people get hung up because they think like they're climbing up onto the back of a big horse or something. Just dig your shoulder in the ground and stick your butt in here. Ooh, when you get that, your arms are free, start pushing back, sink your hooks in, scoot back, be on level with your partner, because if you're too far over and you try to fall, then if you get too far back, sorry, you can fall off. So keep your balance over them. So, one more time here, just working from half guard, you're going from guard. If you go from guard, you end up having to get to half guard. It's like you have to build an angle, sweep that leg underneath to get to half guard, and then keep going to get to the back. So we'll just start from here. Lock the leg, the underside, lock the arm. Establish your underhook. Lead with your elbow, curl to get your partner up, and then once you get this arm underneath, raise your hand and get that arm up over your head. Secure the position. Build a good angle. Throw all your grappling hooks over. And don't forget this guy. This is the one that holds people back a little bit. This leg, they just let it sit there and do nothing. So curl it up. Now, don't think about climbing up, just stick your butt in here. Once your arms are free, guess what? You can use them. Get your hooks in, get good balance, get your good seatbelt control, one over, one under. And when you go to pull your partner over, if you don't like your partner, sit straight back, but don't do that because it tears up your partner's knees. Fall to one side or the other. And get tight, pull to the side, and think of, if you're a bigger guy, your body weight usually will just pull them over, but sometimes you get here and they get kind of stout and stuck. Imagine like you're flipping over a turtle. This is where these hooks come in handy. You lift them up to get them over, and then you're on the back. So, thank you. From here, I got an invisible man. Drop the leg, block the arm, build my angle, establish my good underhook, get them up over me. Hold on. Curl this up. Look here. You should be on her back, but you never know. So, you want to practice it? Practice it. So it's no gi, or gi or no gi. I mean, you start off here. This is always your choking arm. This is always one that, you can't choke with this one. I can't think of anything where this guy's choking. It's always this one. So you're a lot of times hand fighting, clearing so that this one can come across and get a grip, improving your angle so that you can either get a no gi choke. If you're using gi control, then I always think of the gi like you got a rope around their neck you want to use a choke with. So I'm going to be opening up, securing with my thumb in, reaching up, grabbing the opposite side, and pulling down. A lot of times people feel like they got to do a death grip with this other one. This one's just helping. This one's just, think of it like ringing a bell. And then with the gi choke, your dynamics are a little bit different. I'm sitting back and straightening my arm out to get that choke. I've got this one I can use. If I clear my arm up underneath, I can work where I'm sliding down. You know, you can climb all the way around, start working for a bow and arrow choke. One that Brad always likes to work. Yeah, you just grab the shoulder on the opposite side and push and sit back.
Okay.
That choking dynamic's the same.
Same back chokes that we practice.
Yeah, same back touch. Yeah. Fall to the arm bar to the side.
Okay.
There's more. That's kind of my big.
I'm gonna do like a little together, so I'm gonna be in here when I get my.
Put it behind their neck.
And I'm gonna be what I do. This arm is high, and I keep it, and I come here and I sit on the shoulder. Now I'm gonna hook up here.
Just turning the shoulder and just
roll back
flipping it like that.
Just grab them.
I want to play that game more simpler things to show to be on
Grab
the
legs
side.
important. The most important thing is just sitting on the shoulder.
Right.
You can do a whole lot of stuff from there, but practicing that transition I think is so super important.
So you put here, this is his side.
and then you move here. Don't stay to partner. So you make this motion and go side. You see? Don't try this, because I tap on it. This here. You know, because if we make this motion here, put each shoulder back. It's difficult to hit, you know. And move here, and then come here, and you pull in the same side. Softly partner for you can have. Yeah? So this is this trick, you know, partner, to hand here, to be sure you get it here. You see? You see this motion? And after you do partner hit, and you do this motion. You see? How grab it? You see? Yeah? This motion. So if you are here, you make this motion. Remember? Like we do the same technique, remember? We did this side, you know? This, and you see? And pull inside. Side. Okay, so try, yeah? Very softly. Very softly, don't use power too much because it can hurt. There are a lot of people I could have problem. Sometimes they try going up this side and doesn't have them too much. Either it's over here. Okay, so try, yeah?
One more time.
You see the same notion. Move, I move, and this and I'm here, I lose it. You see, if not, you know, just you do the same. Yeah? This is not a variation you can use it, you know. Yeah?
What's the principle for the shaking hands? Is it like pretend to make
I
up?
do the same thing. I hold you, so you don't. You see, I get you here.
Everything's fine, short conversations are.
Yeah, and so behind you. Yeah? Okay, yeah.
You see it?
Okay?
It could be from here, right? And it's flying, and I do.
Tell me.
Step here, and so you can do it on this side actually. Yeah, some side you do. This is like different way to do the same thing. You see? I shake your hand, but I twist your hand.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah? Garami. Garami is technique on bad hand. Uchi garami, so I do this. Elbow here and lock it here and put elbow together. And then this. You know, I don't think so in seven is good, but it's nice to know because it's some syllables, you know, a lot of Juji school teach it. So I go up, under this, and then go uchi with the garami. Uchi because I work inside the partner. You see? It's this it. Like here and do this. And elbow together. See? It's not elbow, throw me. You stretch it and throw. Yeah. I'm up. You see? If I put elbow here, it's probably difficult. Okay, this elbow come. Okay? So try it, yeah? We step here. So if I do like, if I now bend, I bend behind him, I throw him. If I am in front of him, apparently doesn't have a very start of power. You see? So this is why it's one. You see? Elbow together. I don't know, I don't. Yes, you see? This is okay? Elbow together. And this side, because you can do one hand, you can make this motion. You see, sometimes, you know, you see? You don't need to just block it and do this. Important is you must put this elbow to body. Yes. If not, you can count, you know, but, you see? Now you can. Because you see? Okay, so you can, this is even by practice. Motion and like partner this motion. With this same elbow I must do here. You see? Yeah, so I start with this. You see? This motion and do it. So don't try to do this side because now you are vulnerable here. If I pick up this leg I am losing. So all time this motion. You see? The children do, you can do. Picking or whatever. You see? Yeah? You see? One. And this, you lock it here and you lock it this side. Okay? Put elbow here and then you will partner. This for information. Sote ude garami. Yeah?
So this
motion here. You know, just for information. You see this motion here, you do this motion here. I don't think so there's too much attention to. And this is very, you know, sometimes you see in book. This side. So you have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You see? And this is, yes, so this is maybe if you like. This is big at this side, and you have this. I don't think so this. But you know, this is for knowledge. But you know, people can ask you. Some jiu-jitsu expert. Oh, you know, they got So I go down, and if I, the same, I move here. Remember what time we did this side? We did this motion, you know, kotegaishe. So the same, I move here. Now, I pull here and put elbow here. If I do it, I put hand together. Okay, and pivoting, I bend him and hold him here. Okay, I can work with partners. So I work here and he's humping outside. You see, so this is way. So I do this motion. And in the same motion, now I can bend it. If I do front with buka teaching, I do this, and you pull to you. You get me? I have no defense because my hand is here. But if I do this side, and you try to pull your hand back, you help me. You see? Okay? So this is why if I am here, put hand together. Because if I do this side, you hurt partner. Pull him together, and don't try bending, move. You see? By moving, you are proper position. You see? And you grab him here. Okay? So this is not really pain. Okay? Practice it. This is complicated, but this is very useful. Okay? Doing something this side, I don't believe it too much. Why? I don't see him. And he see me from back, so I have no control. If he kick me, it's much more powerful. So I come here and suddenly drop down and put elbow for his forearm. You see this motion here, Okay? I pivot here and put hand here. And pivot. And then maybe bend him down, just bend. You see softly. If you keep elbow to body, you don't hurt me. Okay? Yeah? This motion here. And if you put shoulder here, you know, because okay, shut. Okay. You see, so drop down. You see? Yeah. Then we escape all time. Right. Step here, and hand is here. Pivot, keep, you see how elbow to body, and then push it back into there. Yeah? Do it. Yeah? Yeah. Keep it together. I did the same partner bend, and escape his hand. So you pull him and make gatame. We did today. Remember? We did this technique. Because if I do right, I put elbow together, he can't escape. You see that? But let's say I did mistake. So he moved. So I pull him here and make gatame. Okay? So try it. Yeah. Right. This is okay. If I keep elbow together, he can't escape. But let's say I do this, he escapes. So I pull him here. And I put here. Elbow direction and bend. Yeah? Okay. This is how I get Good. This, I must be 90 degrees and up. You know this. If I am here, he can turn and hit me. You see? Yes. But if I am here, it's more difficult to turn. You see, must be 90 degrees up. Okay, I tell him only, you know, you see? This side. Escape. This side. So I don't throw him with his hand like some Aikido, no way you send him down. I hold him here, and now, if I move this leg, you see what's happened with him? And when he's falling, I let him go. Okay, yeah? Okay? Very softly, yeah? Yeah? Okay? And it means, you know, this is not breaking, this is immobilizing people. It means if they try escape, they hurt themselves. What is, you know, system what I teach? Not like Cosangelo, they hurt you. And you tap, not because they can't move, but because you make them pain. But you know, I think it will be idea. And this is why you are here, you bend your knee, remember? When with any technique, remember? So now I bend this knee and move. The same I'm here. I bend my knee and pull. By this I come to this leg and move and put them here up and do this side. With the gatame technique, with the gatame. Okay, yes, this technique here. You see it? This motion. So I twist it. Because by twisting, I put the shoulder back so it's difficult to hit me. Move. Okay? This side. Okay? This motion here. Yeah? You shift the him on this leg so it's difficult to do. Okay? Yeah? No. If not, I put the better. You see it? This side. Yeah? Practice it. Yeah? Other side. I put hand here, I don't push it down because at the same time I give him signal he hit me. I put hand and put elbow together. I don't almost touch him. And twist. Put hand here, because if I twist, you see what's happened? I like his hand. And then throw him. We did it. Now we do this side. Let's say this. I make this motion and move. And we do the gatame. Okay? The but trick is this side. If I do this side, doesn't work. I must come here and move. You see? On this wrist. And then do it, okay? So this application you can do the gatame. I still think this is better. Because you know it takes some time. If I pick up hand, he can kick me immediately. Because he see my action. Because this is why he don't see my action, because he thinks choking is working. You see? Yeah? This is why now it's probably too late for you to do. Yeah? But you can try this application. A lot of schools they teach it. Motion. You see? So I use this hand. Move and move. Remember? Then heel and do it. Okay? Able together. Try it. So I pick up hand and move body. Yeah? And this side here, not here, okay, this side, yeah? Do it, yeah? Yeah? Move, you see? Get it down. Up. And get it. Yeah? Look on it, yeah? Gatame, if somebody holds you with this motion. Yeah? Okay, let's quick machine. So I do this side. So I plug this hand here, or this side, and move him this side. See this motion here. Pivot, and you do the same motion here. Okay? So you back part hand, this side, maybe you do this hand, or even this hand, you see? Because you're like him here and you push it. You see? Pivot, and you do this motion here. Okay, so try that. I should show you. Yeah, see part hand, just
around the,
under this side. So I grab it here, especially if people hold this side. You see? Pivoting. And same hand, but I do it. Okay? You see this side. Grab it here. And same, you see? Escaping this side. Yes, they call Kotehinari technique. And do it, yeah? This motion, you just try. This is interesting, just, yeah?